Well, hello TikTokers, long time no see. I'm back again because tours have started again. We did Litz tour on the 21st of April, being the anniversary of that very tragic event in 1943, but May's tour was voted on by the Facebook followers on History Quine, if you'd forgotten where to find me, and we're going to be doing the Black Kalendar of Aberdeen tour, which is one of my many true crime tours. So where I am tonight, you might see behind me the footbridge right there that crosses Commerce Street on the way down to the harbour. And I'm standing on Castle Hill, and you can see it looks rather pretty and innocuous at the moment with cherry blossoming behind me. But if you'd been here about 430 years ago, you would have been watching the burning of witches, because that bridge leads over to the site of the Heading Hill. And Heading Hill, quite like its name suggests, where criminals were beheaded. But in February 17th of 1597, one Janet Leys, or Janet Wishart to give her maiden name, was executed for witchcraft. She was burned at the stake, and unlike many witches, she was left to burn alive rather than being strangled by the executioner, then known as John Justice. The Aberdeen witch panic actually started in 1596 when Janet was one of the many women to be accused. In fact, around Aberdeenshire at that time there were about 200 women who were executed as witches. Now, Janet is a celebrated character because we know a lot about what she was accused of, and there are two very well-known stories. One of them is 20 years before she was hauled up before a specially convened parish court to answer these dités. Ditté, of course, after the French, meaning somebody's testimony against a witch. And someone testified that way back in the 1570s, Janet was caught coming out of the yard of one Adam Mayer at 2 o'clock in the morning. So the students were not surprised if it was Janet, and they seized her and they hauled her in front of Mrs. Mayer. She turned and railed on the students and said, "Ye have shamed me, but I'll gar the best to ye repent." At 2 o'clock the following afternoon, two of these students were found drowned down at the links in an area called the Water Gang. And it was adding two and two together to get five. These students had been bewitched by Janet and hence had drowned. Another story is one where we realise that Janet actually had her own personal set of morals, and when her daughter came crying to her saying that her husband, John Allen, was abusing her, hitting her, and generally being horrible to her, that Janet warned her, "I'll deal with him." And again, it is believed that Janet either had the power of shape-shifting or she sent a devil in the form of a dog to terrorise her son-in-law. And apparently this dog crept into their cottage 5 nights in a row and attacked, bit, scratched at John Allen. And on the final night, his wife was quite horrified and realised this may be her mother's doing. And she ran to her mother's and found her mother sitting by the fire, completely naked. So, was Janet able to transform into a demonic dog? I do not know. But those are just two of the many things she was accused of. And that's what you're going to hear about on the tour. This is the one tour that I do speak about the witch trials, because we're actually on the site of it here on the Castle Hill. We've only got 7 tickets left. So if you really want to come, you better get your skates on. So if you go to the History Quine on Facebook, or go to ticketsource.co.uk/Hidden Aberdeen Tours, and you will find the ticket link there. As I say, 7 tickets left. Prices the same as they were before COVID, £15 adults, £10 to concessions. So tour starts 6 o'clock at the Market Cross. So hopefully I will see you there. If not, I'll see you on here with some more stories of hidden Aberdeen, which are on your doorstep and under your feet.